Welcome back to the vlog. I got some news recently. I'm sure that it has nothing to do with me and entirely to do with Twitch as a corporation and how they're redoing their monetization policy. I have two journals open in front of me right now because it is Tuesday. I have been planning out my week. I have August prepared. By the way, this is my monthly from August. Of course, my camera's dying because who would I be if my camera was not dying? If you're wondering why I look like this, there's terrible things happening on in politics right now. There are dozens of people that are dying because of not access to healthcare, not access to food and like clean food and water. We know what the numbers look like for
the average US citizen, which is quite frankly abysmal.
But what I'm talking about are the concentration camps that are currently being enforced on US soil. And I don't stand with that. Called my fucking congressman today. Bitch ass did. Unfortunately, this is not the first time that we've had concentration camps on US soil, but if my generation is still living, it will be the last. And it's our job to teach other people that this is wrong, and treating another human being like this is deplorable. I saw a TikTok that was like, this sure ain't the land of the free, but it absolutely is the home of the brave. Okay, personally, I think everybody's cowards. Like, everybody in the government are fucking cowards. And we will do as history does. When the government does not serve its people, the government is a moot point. So go to your town halls, call your congressman, do what you gotta do. Do not support alligator Alcatraz. Do not support treating human beings like second-class citizens or worse, cattle. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but look, I fear I must say my piece
while I still fucking can.
I will continue to be outspoken and hopefully get the word out. You can't afford to not know. But on this fine Tuesday, technically yesterday I received this email, but I was a little confused. I wanted to wait until I could focus on it, sit there. Like I said, I think Twitch is updating their monetization stuff. And I got an email that says, Simic Crafts, you can now access monetization and community building tools, including channel points, bits, subs, and emotes, and badges that come with them. They say unlock your revenue. Benefits of using your spendable balance include using your spendable balance before meeting the $50 minimum payout threshold. On first glance, it seems like they're opening up more opportunities for smaller creators. But really what they're attempting to do, in my opinion, is to keep the money in Twitch. And the only way you do that is if the money that you're earning is also being spent. They want to keep the Twitch economy. Does that make sense? And let's not forget that Twitch is owned by,
please tell me it's not Daddy Bezos,
Amazon. Very good, very good. They say you're in control. You decide when to use your spendable balance at checkout. What's the most important part of this is I can start earning now, regardless of having monetization requirements fulfilled, which is fundamentally different from YouTube because YouTube requires you to meet the requirements before you can start earning. With Twitch, it might take longer, but at least I'm earning something, right? I think this is just the beginning of social media monetization regulation. I think we need regulation on social media. Protections, we need protections for people that work here because this is work. Just because I'm not being paid does not mean I'm not working. Okay, we know this. Let's not use a master's mindset, okay? This is about media literacy. You dig? All right, let's go. Monetize streamer agreement. I decided to click the terms and whatnot, and maybe one day I should actually print this out just to have it on record in case they decide to change anything without you knowing, which we know big companies like to do. Section 1, eligibility and compliance. To be eligible to participate in the program, you must submit a complete and accurate application. You need to be honest about who you are, where you live, for tax purposes. But I'm not sure if they take your taxes out of your check. I think you have to do that yourself. We will evaluate your application and notify you of its acceptance or rejection. So let's be clear, this monetization agreement doesn't mean that I'm in the program yet. I'm only starting the process of the application. And this also allows them to run ads and everything on my streams. So let's keep that in mind. If we reject your application or terminate your account in connection with any violation or abuse, then you may not attempt to rejoin the program without our advanced written authorization. I've seen some questionable things on Twitch. I think we'll be good. Section 1.2, compliance requirement. All this information, yep, is accurate and up to date. This is what we were just talking about for tax purposes. Let's move on to section 2. Content. 2.1, content programming. You will be the executive producer of and responsible for all user content programmed to the services. Your Twitch channel or channels, including your Twitch channel page or pages, is referred to herein as your Twitch channel. Thank you. Here is saying that you are responsible for all your equipment, your schedule, any badges, anything that you offer for subscriptions. It's your responsibility to obtain and maintain those things and to get proper licensing. Otherwise, you can be at risk of being removed or that content being removed from your Twitch channel. Section 3, program revenue. We're getting into it. As previously and separately set forth in the terms of service, Twitch already has and retains the exclusive right to monetize the Twitch services. If you're accepted into the program, Twitch may make certain monetization opportunities and tools available for you from which you may be able to receive fees under this agreement. You're going to be earning money, but we reserve the right to take a little bit out of that money. As further set forth in section 4 below, if you are not a Twitch affiliate or Twitch partner, you can be subject to these fees.
I think it's important to just mention right now that they mean fee as in payment. You may receive like a payment, and I didn't realize that till later.
During your participation in the program, the fees you are eligible to receive from your live streaming performances on and in connection with your Twitch channel will be indicated in this agreement on your on your dashboard, with such fees incorporated herein by reference. 3.1, bits. You may receive a fee from us relating to bits that are used by a viewer to cheer for you on your Twitch channel through chat or other means. Bits means digital content that allows Twitch service users to celebrate moments and express appreciation for streamers using the cheering feature on the Twitch services. To receive any revenue in connection with bits, you must comply with the bits acceptable use policy, including its restrictions on solicitation of bits. Don't sell the bits you earn. That's that. 3.2, channel subscriptions. You may receive a fee equal to the percentage set forth in your dashboard of net revenue from paid or gifted channel subscriptions. As a participant in the program, you may use the Twitch services to offer subscriptions to your Twitch channel. You will decide in your sole discretion, but at all times subject to the terms of service, the benefits that will be offered as part of any channel subscription package. This is what we were talking about earlier, about like how you are responsible for creating the offerings to your subs. TwitchNet's affiliates may offer users of their services tokens for redemption. It says you may receive a fixed rate fee for each redeemed subscription token. I went and looked at the fixed rate fee. It's about $2.25 in America. For the avoidance of doubt, you will not receive a share of net revenue for any subscription tokens redeemed for a channel subscription.
Yeah, man, I don't really know what the fuck this means.
Twitch may update the subscription fixed rate fees at any time at its discretion. There's a flat rate which they take out if somebody uses subscription tokens, because subscription tokens are a feature of Twitch.
No, kind of.
Advertisements. You may receive a fee equal to the percentage set forth in your dashboard of net revenue for advertisements displayed or broadcast on your Twitch channel. Twitch is not obligated to display any advertisements on your Twitch channel and may determine the type and format of all advertisements, so you don't get to choose what ads they play, basically. 3.4, offers. From time to time, Twitch may run opt-in programs or otherwise make offers to you that may provide the opportunity to earn additional or alternative fees or other benefits.
I literally reread this thing so many times to understand it.
Your participation in any offer may be subject to your agreement to specific or additional terms. Like, this to me is shady. You saying basically that if I sign this paper, you're allowed to change the contract, and I still have to agree with it, which is not fair, because legally you can't agree to something that you have no clue what you're involved in.
Not a lawyer though.
But if I want a side hustle, another job, then I have to unfortunately deal with that risk, which is why we need regulations for social media creators. Let's continue. Payment and reporting. Program fees payable by Twitch to you will be paid to you on a monthly basis within 45 days after the end of each calendar month. Net revenue means all revenue actually received by Twitch for which you may receive a share in connection with your Twitch channel. If you do not provide such information and documentation within 180 days following any program fees becoming payable to you by Twitch, you will forfeit such program fees on a month-to-month rolling basis until such information and documentation is received by Twitch. If you do not provide them with tax information, your social security, etc., then basically you won't get paid. Further, until the payment threshold noted on your dashboard has been reached with $50, you will have no claim on such accruals, and Twitch will not be obligated to make a payment to you. Program fees both below and above the payment threshold that are reflected on your dashboard may be used for purchases on Twitch via your spendable balance. Do you see what I was talking about? Twitch is trying to create an economy where the money that is earned on Twitch doesn't ever actually have to leave Twitch. If you have opted into the spendable balance, you will receive a payout of your program fees unless you are eligible for such payout, including by being a Twitch affiliate or Twitch partner. You have reached the payment threshold and you have opted via your dashboard to receive a payout. That's fucking confusing language. They just repeated it. Okay, for clarity, Thank you. You are not eligible for payout of program fees unless and until you qualify as a Twitch affiliate. This is why you read things, man. It might seem like a great idea at first, but you have to read through things. And still, I probably will still sign it, okay? I'm already at this point. I've already decided that I need the money that I may or may not be making, but I need to know what I'm getting into. Any changes to your contact and payment information will not be effective until at least 15 business days after submission to us. When I move, if I change my bank or something like that, I won't get any money until I give that to them, the new updated information. Please note that the program fees amounts set forth on your dashboard are provided for informational purposes only and as an estimate and may not reflect final payment calculations and amounts. So you don't even really know what they're taking out. They're only showing you an estimate as a courtesy is what they're saying to you. 4.2, taxes. You may charge and Twitch will pay applicable national, state, or local sales or use taxes or value added taxes that you are legally obligated to change, blah, blah. This is inside of a fucking...
Yo, it was terrible.
Provided that such taxes are stated on the original invoices that you provide to us and your invoices state such taxes separately and meet the requirements. We may deduct or withhold any taxes that may be legally obligated to deduct or withhold from any payment made to you under this agreement. And as reduced by such deductions or withholdings, it will constitute full payment and settlement to you of such payment under this agreement. Long-winded, very convoluted. They're using this explicit language. It's explicit, but it's also superfluous. It's very clear if you're a fucking lawyer. I have a college degree. This is ridiculous. But what they're saying is if you wanted to charge some taxes, take it out of your payout, it looks like you can. You might, I don't know. But like I said, if you owe the IRS, they're not giving you your money. Twitch intends to treat any consideration paid to you under this agreement as consideration paid for services provided by you to Twitch. They're saying you work for us. I don't know why I needed to read that 4 times. Representations and warranties. You represent and warrant that you are not prohibited from using the Twitch services or participating in the program. You'll participate in the program in accordance with this agreement. You have read and expressly agreed to the terms of service. You have not made any user content available on the Twitch services or engaged in any conduct in violation of terms of service. You agree to do everything we said above. You know, how am I still halfway through this fucking terms? This is what I'm saying. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't be allowed to sign a document like this without the presence of a legal representative. Term and termination. The term of this agreement will begin upon your acceptance of this agreement and will end when terminated by either you or us. Either you or we may terminate this agreement at any time with or without cause by giving the other party 30 days prior written notice of termination. We may suspend or terminate your agreement in our sole absolute discretion, immediately upon written notice, if you or any user content violates the terms of service. And you know what's really fucked up about this part is that basically they're saying they can discriminate against you. They don't have to give you a reason. And if they don't send you a 30-day notice, girl, take them to court. What? 813? For clarity, the terms of service will survive in the termination of this agreement. 7, modifications. Twitch reserves the right at our discretion to change, modify, add, or remove portions of this agreement at any time. If any modification is unacceptable to you, your only recourse is to terminate this agreement. Your continued participation in the program 30 days. Y'all, we need to unionize. What is this bullshit? You get to this point where you're like, bro, fucking Amazon, bro. They literally union bust all the time, and this is a part of their mission. Like, they do not want you to create unions. Like, MatPat is doing the work for us right now, trying to ingratiate in politics, try to make people understand this is real work, and people make careers, decades-long careers from social media and working on the internet in general. We should not be independent contractors. We should be protected. That's all I'm saying. They could change the terms of this contract at any time, but you, as a person signing this contract, you're signing away your rights. You have to be aware of what they're attempting here, especially when they're doing this, putting it in all fucking caps. You put nothing else in all caps, but now you have the disclaimers and the modifications and all this stuff, you know. And who's gonna get this low to section 8 of the terms and agreements, bro? Most people just fucking don't piss me off. Most people don't piss me off. You expressly acknowledge that as used in this section 8, the term Twitch includes Twitch, its affiliates, and they do a lot of this, by the way. They do a lot of repetition of information in an attempt to confuse you. No. What the fuck is indemnification? None of this is plain language, bro. I just want you guys to understand in the same way that I must right now. What is the sacrifice I'm making and decide whether or not that's worth it for me. If you genuinely just like creating content on Twitch and you don't really need the money, maybe, just maybe, you don't sign this contract. But how many of us can afford to not be making money? There's no trust in YouTube. There's no trust in Twitch or TikTok. There's no consistency in paycheck. What they could do is say, look, this is your trajectory of earning. We recommend that you save X amount of money. We recommend that you set aside X amount in taxes. They could do that. I'm done. I'm checked out. Everything they said past the point where they said we can change this agreement at any time, it doesn't matter anymore. This entire agreement doesn't matter. The second I click agree, my rights are sold away. For what? $50 that I may or may not receive? Yeah, here we go. You and we are and will remain at all times independent contractors, and nothing in this agreement will be construed to create an agency employment. You will not represent yourself to be an employee, representative, or an agent of us. You can't unionize if you're an independent contractor, girl. Ah! Girl, whatever. You can say whatever you want. You're taking a cut from my paycheck. I work on your platform. Your platform only makes money because I work there. How is that not an employee? Do you think Twitch would be earning money if people did not create free content? And basically, I can't talk shit about it now. If I sit there and arbitrate on fucking Twitch, I can't say a bad thing about their monetization, or else they can come for me. They can take down my channel, girl. I'm gonna start my tax stuff maybe later, another day. I have been doing this for like an hour. Like, okay. So I'm back. Took a shower. I was doing my tax information. I put in my bank account information, all that stuff. I realized that the affiliate program, they changed the requirement. So you only need 25 followers, stream for 4 hours, stream on 4 different days, reach an average of 3 viewers on 4 different days. Oh my gosh, that was quick. They said monetization onboarding complete. But let's look at home. That was quick.
The bottom didn't get crisp at all. It's like soft.
Now my dashboard looks so different. Let's look at my analytics. I don't think I have 25 followers. At this time, I have 14 followers. I've only streamed 3 days in the last month because I took like a month off. I have streamed for 7 hours, and then I need to have a minimum of 3 average viewers on 4 different days. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, you let me know when you're ready to start. 3, 2, 1. Fuck, bro, I haven't written down one thing. Okay, I'm writing something down. So far, I'm learning a lot of new words. I can see the picture in my mind very easily, and I'm interested. I don't know if I'm in the mood to read full on right now, but we'll finish the prologue, and then I'm honestly just gonna chill for the rest of the day. So, catch up with you tomorrow. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I have been editing for about 30 minutes. My camera's dying, of course, and I have to work today from 3 to 7. So, I'm tired. We're drinking Red Bull today. Yesterday was actually no caffeine day. Get some editing done. Today is Thursday. It's 2:05. I'm late to my stream. What's new? Okay. I've been trying to wear like some kind of blue light glasses while I stream so my eyeballs don't freaking hurt, but gotta get ready for stream. This is how I see chat. I have a list. I had it in my journal planned for today. I've given my stream a title. Make sure I put my chat on. Hello, welcome in, welcome back to Cindy Crafts. Ah, look what I did. Can you guys even see my lovely background from here? I have this like plants and everything that you can't see. It's fine. So stream is over. Went great. I have 2 subs. Go sub them to me if you want. Go follow me on Twitch. Right now, I have 3 VODs that need uploading on YouTube. I'm going into DaVinci Resolve to kind of course there's a new update. I'm eating lunch now. I'm gonna go schedule some of those VODs. It says here that I have work at 6:30. And then I will edit for about an hour, and then we'll go so I can go to work, because I've already edited for 30 minutes today. It would be nice if I can get another 60 minutes down. I'm just saying. My timesheet this week is looking great. I love this setup. I think it's working for me really well. I'm just excited. I feel like things are going my way, but I don't want to jinx anything, y'all. Please, I don't want to jinx anything. I cannot handle another like surprise this year. That's my plan for today, but I'll just check in with you tomorrow probably. I don't think I really want to film that much more today. I've done a lot of filming, lots of filming. Oh my god,
You could just pop the viewfinder up, babe.
oh my gosh, you're so right. I can see now. Oh my god. I just want the whole world to know that my baby is a fucking genius. He's the smartest person in the entire world. I can do like aesthetic shots like in between vlogs. You know what I mean? Good sunny morning. I have to take off my glasses to properly see this. Am I a little bit overexposed? 1 second. Just experimenting currently with oh, that's a lot better. And by me, I mean partner Green and I have been experimenting with ways to mount my camera, and you're currently on top of my computer, like you're currently on top of my monitor. I think that's such an interesting angle, like so cute, like she's a professional, like I don't know, like I tried to, like I pinned it back and I braided it behind my ears just so that I can like put on my headphones and it can be like comfortable, you know. In natural semi fashion, I skipped a few days of my week in my life, but I had to work, okay? And I didn't do anything else. I worked and then I came home, and I don't know if you guys have picked up on this, but I don't really talk about where I work because I live in a small town and I am very opinionated online. and there will come a time where I'm gonna do an entire think piece on it, so just stay tuned. I have 30 minutes left of my admin reset video. Currently I'm off, by the way. I'm off today. The plan for today: do dishes, laundry, putting away the clothes, finishing off this video. I would love to get some Minecrafting done so I can prepare for tomorrow's stream in advance, and I would love to make a huge stride on my Let's Play series. There's something I've been trying to do more often when I make these Week in My Lives, and it's to document what's actually happening in my country as well. Yes, come here. Now you guys can finally see Bella in like good lighting. Hi Bella. Yes, she's such a cuddly sweet cat. Okay, back to the depressing shit. A well-known journalist, he has been killed. He's been murdered. There are mass protests going on around this country. If you haven't heard about it, you probably have heard about it by the time this video comes out. It's been 24 hours in LA, 48 hours in Portland. Yeah, the military is currently being deployed on protesters. The military and ICE are abusing their power against American citizens. We live in a fascist regime. They're talking about buying elections, for which they already have done in the past. They've manipulated elections. They're targeting free speech. Political targets are being assassinated and, you know, targeted. It's a scary time, but after reading through and watching the news this morning, I came only to one logical conclusion. I just want to bring attention to what's going on. I want to document it and consider this a very tame form of journalism and little acts of revolution. Do you want to get down, baby? Do you want to get down?
Bitch, did I say I want to get down?
It's time for mommy to eat. Thanks, babe. Basically, I have a lot of goals and aspirations for this country. I see in America where authoritarianism and fascism is not tolerated. I see in America where we just, I don't fucking know, respect people just cause. Not because they go to our church, not because they're our neighbors, not because they're older than us. We just respect other human beings because it's right. Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and healthcare, and shelter, a roof over my head, subsidized housing. Do you understand? I'm talking socialism. And in order for us to reach that type of America, then we need to talk about what's going on. We need to talk about what's wrong with the situation, because this is fucking ridiculous. It makes me viscerally angry. I don't want to live in Florida anymore, but ultimately we have to make do with what we're given. I've been planning videos, of course. I do have a little bit of, I guess, advice, just a sneak peek, a few tiny acts of rebellion that you can do today
to give hope to you and your community.
One of the things that most people talk about is just like a general low consumer mindset. This is one of the most like general categories, I guess, of acts of rebellion that I have on my list. Continue to practice that low consumer mindset. It's costing them. It's literally costing them. Level the playing field, okay? Watch out for your family and your loved ones and your friends. You don't want to be caught up without a savings account. Stay informed, please, and talk about it. It can be once a week, it can be once a day, and talk about it in your community. And the last, like, I guess general thing I'm gonna say is something I've said time and time again, but invest in your community. Attend the events, attend the painting classes, attend the book sales, attend the fundraising events. Care for somebody else that's not you.
And free Palestine and free Sudan and free fucking Congo.
And yeah, we'll pick up with this in a month, okay? Hold me accountable. But for now, for today, we have very clear goals. I need to eat my breakfast, which is this like toaster strudel. I'm gonna try it with ketchup. It's a breakfast toaster strudel. I was kind of thinking about putting hot sauce or like sour cream on it, but because y'all know me, hot sauce and sour cream, like y'all know. And if it tastes good with ketchup, it'll taste good with hot sauce and sour cream, in my opinion. I got editing to do. The blue light glasses are coming on. Once I'm done with the rough edit, I'm probably gonna take a break, rough edit something else. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be literally cleaning, whatever, rinse, repeat. Oh, guys, welcome to Saturday. I worked 6 hours today. I stayed a little bit extra because those extra hours, your girl needs the money, don't we all? I'm a little bit wired considering I've had a Red Bull and I've also had a little coffee candy. I've had my share of fruits today, which I'm really proud of. Had really balanced meals, which I haven't been showing a lot of what I'm eating, but to be honest, it's a little triggering for me and I don't really prefer to do that a whole lot. Fixing to eat dinner soon, which is great. We're having butter chicken tonight. You just saw me do my little journal. I had to update it. It looked pretty healthy this week. I would love to read my book. You know what I need to do? I need to write next week's schedule. I need to write that down. Because I've been making more of an effort to like wake up at a decent time, I feel like I've actually accomplished a lot of things on my to-do list, which is pretty cool. But yeah, now I'm just gonna plan out the next week, do some editing, which y'all seen me do a million times, and I'll show you some clips from tonight. We're gonna watch the last couple episodes of season 1 of Stranger Things with Jalen, which is gonna be fun, and we're gonna have butter chicken, delicioso. Bye. Oh my god, the end. Oh, that's nice. Look at that shot. Good job, baby. It's the nighttime, but it's been a long day. You see what I look like. Girl, I had the cute little hairstyle going. It's gone. But I just wanted to properly say thank you for watching this far. I really appreciate you being here. I gotta watch this through now. Donald Trump is a villain. There is civil unrest and the people are fighting back. And I'm on the hope train. So let's fight back together. Like my content, come back and we'll talk about it. But we're also gonna do fun stuff here. Okay. That's all of the teasers that you get because you stayed for the end. I love you so, so much. Did you know that actually? And if you're husband, then I love you the most.